Syntax, and today I'm going to be showing you the tools you need to make blinking text in your Fortnite creative maps. So let's look at how this is done. So, blinking text, how do you do it? Well, if you saw the trailer for my last map, you might remember this clip. Now, in that clip, there is some blinking text on some screens, something like emergency broadcast, network, this is not a drill, and a couple people were wondering how I made that. So I guess I'm just gonna show you guys today in the video. You're gonna need a couple things. You're gonna need a sequencer, you're gonna need a few triggers, and something to activate said triggers. So let's go ahead and look at what I have activating right now. As you can see, this was the screen with the text on it. It's actually not visible right now, but if I set the visibility to be enabled during everything, as you can see, it's there. You just want to have it set to none, and I guess we'll just go over the settings right now. So you're basically want to pick your text and pick your size and all that good stuff. You want to have view distance infinite because there can be some bugs if it's not on infinite. Turn the border off, pick your color, make the background clear, and have this set text visible and set text hidden from two different channels. I'm going with 1 and 2 here because that is what the sequencer is going to be hitting. Now, I'm using a button to go ahead and initiate my text blinking, but you guys can use triggers, you guys can use explosive devices, teleporters, whatever you want. I just have a button hooked up on a separate channel. I made it invisible in game, so it actually looks like I'm turning on something, but you can set up your button however you want. Just make sure it's on a different channel than the one your text will be blinking on. Next thing you're going to want to have is a sequencer. Now, whatever you're using to activate, whatever channel you're using to activate your blinking text is what you're going to want to have the sequencer. So I have my sequencer hooked up. As you can see, start sequence when receiving from 3. You want it to have hooked up to the same channel you're using. Now, if you can set it up however you want, depending on the length and tempo. Your text is going to blink at whatever speed you adjust that to. You know, if I obviously adjust this length, it's going to go to the end of here before it actually resets and comes back. So I just mess around with the settings, see what you like, see what you don't like. And then these triggers right here, these are set up with the setting text visible and setting text, or set text visible when receiving from and set text hidden when receiving from. Now I believe I have it becoming visible on channel 1, so I have a trigger here that only gets triggered by sequencers. As you can see, that's on. And it's important that you have it visible in game. If it's not visible in game, the sequencer is not going to see it, and you won't have your cool blinking text effect. Everything else is pretty much the same, except it's when triggered on transmit on channel 1, and this is the exact same, but it's transmitting on channel 2. If I hit this, you can actually see the pace at which it is overlapping. So when it hits this one, text visible, text hidden, text visible, text hidden. So, you know, depending on the tempo you mess with, like I could have it go super fast if I wanted to. So if we go ahead and start the game here, I lied. You don't want this to be too fast because if you watch, it might not give enough time for the triggers to actually reset, and your blinking will actually be it will be slower because when it comes back to trigger 1, it won't actually like make the text visible, or when it goes trigger 2, it won't be hidden because the triggers haven't had enough time to fully reset. So mess with the tempo, mess with the length, and if everything goes well, you should have blinking text. Here's it one more time for reference. As you can see, I hit the power button, syntax error pops up, goes away, pops up again, and that is blinking. Remember, it can be whatever text you want, whatever message you want to be blinking. It can be on whatever screen you want. I mean, there's a whole bunch of screen selections, so I just chose this one because it looked like it's actually on. But yeah, as long as your setting text visible when receiving from and hidden when receiving from corresponds with the triggers in the sequencer, and whatever you're using to start it corresponds with the starting of it, you should have flashing text if you did exactly as I did. Anyway, guys, this has been Syntax. I hope this video helped you out, and yeah, later.